Ladies and gentlemen, today, I want to talk to you about a single sentence that has the power to change your entire life. It's a principle shared by the legendary speaker and personal development philosopher Jim Rohn. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. At first glance, it might seem like a strange idea. After all, we're taught to focus on our careers, to give 100% to our jobs, to climb the ladder, to work overtime, and to show dedication. And yes, commitment and hard work at your job are important. But what Jim Rohn is saying here goes deeper than just career advice. He's talking about personal growth as the foundation of all success. Let's break this down. 1. Your job will make you a living. You make yourself a life. Your job is what pays the bills. It puts food on the table and maybe even gives you a sense of purpose. But it is not your identity. It's not the limit of who you are. When you work only on your job, you may improve your technical skills, but when you work on yourself, you elevate your thinking, your mindset, your habits, your emotional intelligence, and your capacity to create, inspire, and lead. Jim Rohn often said, "Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune." This is the difference between surviving and thriving. When you invest in personal growth, reading, learning, reflecting, and stretching beyond your comfort zone, you become more valuable not just to your employer, but to the world. 2. Skills can be taught. Character must be built. Working harder on yourself means developing the traits that separate average people from extraordinary ones. Discipline, resilience, humility, patience, confidence, communication, and vision. These aren't skills you learn at a job orientation. These are built through intentional personal development. Ask yourself, are you feeding your mind with books, courses, and mentors? Are you taking care of your body with good nutrition, rest, and exercise? Are you improving how you handle emotions, setbacks, and relationships? Because these things directly influence how far you go, not just in your job, but in your life. 3. Your job is temporary. Who you become is permanent. Jobs can come and go. The market changes. Companies shut down. Positions are replaced by automation or restructuring. But who you become, your character, your mindset, your creativity, your adaptability, is something no one can take from you. So when Jim Rohn says work harder on yourself, he's not asking you to neglect your work. He's inviting you to become someone who can thrive in any role, in any economy, and under any circumstances. Because when you grow, you bring more value to everything you touch. 4. Growth doesn't happen by accident. Growth requires intention. You don't just stumble into greatness. You plan it. You pursue it. Working harder on yourself means scheduling time to reflect, to set goals, to learn new things, and to evaluate your progress. This might mean waking up an hour earlier to read. It might mean turning off Netflix and turning on a podcast. It might mean stepping away from gossip and stepping into solitude. And it definitely means doing the uncomfortable work, confronting your fears, owning your mistakes, and breaking your limiting beliefs. It's not easy, but it's always worth it. 5. When you grow, everything around you grows. Here's the beautiful part. When you work harder on yourself, your job performance improves automatically. Why? Because you become more focused, more disciplined, more creative, and more confident. You begin to see solutions instead of problems. You lead instead of complain. You inspire others instead of dragging them down. In short, you become irreplaceable. Your relationships improve. Your ability to manage stress increases. You start to make better decisions with your time, money, and energy. And eventually, new opportunities start to chase you, not because of luck, but because of who you've become. In conclusion, Jim Rohn's message is simple, but life-changing. Work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Because when you do, you don't just become a better employee. You become a better human being, more capable, more compassionate, more courageous. You become the kind of person who doesn't just survive the world, but shapes it. So today, commit to working on you. Read more, learn more, reflect more, become someone you're proud of. Your job might make you a living, but you are the one who will make your life. Thank you.